Alhamdulillah, and thank you for all coming. We appreciate for joining us today. Today is an event about the youth, what we named on dream, build, and lead. That is how we're going to base on that. We're going to talk about business entrepreneurship. We can talk about health. We'll talk about education. We'll talk about mental health. So we're going to focus on a lot of topics, inshallah, that concerns the youth. But most importantly, we are Muslims. So when we come together, we got to start with the recitation of the Quran. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that to bless our gathering and bless what we do afterwards, inshallah. So I want to welcome and Ma'al Hussein, Ahmin Abdurrahman, and inshallah to do some recitation for us. One of our lead imams at the Masjid Abu Huraira, our teacher, a young man, inshallah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect him and hifd him, inshallah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنما المؤمنون إخوة فأصلحوا بين أخويكم واتقوا الله لعلكم ترحمون يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا يسخر قوم من قوم عسى أن يكونوا خيرا منهم ولا نساء من نساء عسى أن يكن خيرا منهن ولا تلمزوا أنفسكم ولا تنابزوا بالألقاب بئس الاسم الفسوق بعد الإيمان ومن لم يتب فأولئك هم الظالمون يا أيها الذين آمنوا اجتنبوا كثيرا من الظن إن بعض الظن إثم ولا تجسسوا ولا يغتب بعضكم بعضا أيحب أحدكم أن يأكل لحم أخيه ميتا فكرهتموه واتقوا الله إن الله تواب رحيم صدق الله العظيم
جزاك الله خير ما شاء الله الله يبارك فيه and إلهي حفظه بركة إن شاء الله. And we gather here today, inshallah, like I've said, let's dream, let's build, and let's lead, inshallah, the future generations and what is next to come. So, Yahya, I think you're up.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Before we continue tonight's program, I want to introduce someone whose story itself is a lesson in resiliency, sacrifice, and leadership and services. Many people dream, some people survive, but very few people rebuild, not only for themselves, for an entire community. Our executive director came to this country not as a young teenager with everything ahead of him, but as a grown man, a husband, a father, carrying the weight of responsibility while also carrying the scars and the losses of a civil war. Like many immigrant and refugees, dreams were interrupted, plans were shattered, life had to begin again from zero. But instead of surrendering to hardship, he chose to rebuild. He built a home, he pursued education, he continued studying until earning a master's degree. He entered a business and became an entrepreneur. And while balancing family, work, and responsibility, he still found a time to invest in something bigger than himself, his community. At times when many people make excuses, he built opportunities, not only opportunities for himself, but for others. He founded organizations, created programs, opened doors, helped families, and supported youth, and became a role model for many of us sitting here today. His journey reminds us that leadership is not about titles. Leadership is about sacrifice. It's about service. It is about refusing to let hardship define your destiny. Tonight's theme, dream, build, lead, reflect much of the journey he himself lived. Please help me warm welcome to my brother Omar Noor.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And I think I'm not that person he mentioned this guy, but he added more. Anyway, I would like to thank you all of you and for accepting our invitation, even though it's a short term. So thank you all, the elder people, parents, educators, and youth, and staff. I believe this event, it is about connection, inspiration, and advice. And I believe the younger generation today who is sitting here and who will watch our social media, like SASSA media and also Somali registered media, they will benefit in great and Minnesota, all the nation of the United States. So we are able today to invite our younger generation who certify and study in here and start in middle school, high school, university. They have the PhD and they have what they call the medical doctor. And also all the field, our community need it. So today, our students, they have the time and the opportunity, to get more information about them. And also, I encourage, don't hesitate the students to contact your other educator leaders if you need Dr. Shafi'i, Dr. Isa, Dr. Adani, and teacher for the Warda and Faduma. So all the information you have it, and inshallah will succeed. Also, Salah is here too. He's an MBA guy and he's a politician and he's our imam. So I think today has a great opportunity to us. Also, I would like to thank you, our candidate, the mayor, Mr. Ayub Omar, and he will be new candidate, the mayor. So anyway, I want to give the time our other educators. Thank you again, you are coming. And I encourage the young generation to listen. There, the educators, they will explain you their journey, how they can succeed at that level, what challenges they had it, and you how to avoid right now. So please listen to them and welcome again and thank you your time. I know you have time. And also Dr. Shafi, he finished his shift right now and he's ready to say something to our students. Again and again, thank you, the youth, educators, parents, community and organizer, like Zainab. Welcome. Thank you again.